Hello, my name is I Am Morrison. Did you guess? Did you guess what this was for? What this piece of wood on the guitar? Don't worry, I'll explain it to you a little bit later on. Now, couple of things to mention to you. This guitar is actually a very small one, and my camera tends to make everything look much bigger, and that probably explains the size of my head. Now, I've got very small hands, very short fingers, and I make videos that are not really tutorials, they're just little snippets of information I can pass on my experience because I've got very small hands. But I chose this one to try and show you a few things on it because it's a good old-fashioned London Cockney song, and it's got a few chords that helps me to explain a few little bits of information. Before I do that, I'll just put this on here. This is what's going to be in the song that will be played in a minute. Now, I've chosen this song just because the chords are quite easy and because it will help me to explain a couple of points on a couple of the chords. But like most old people, I'm getting old now, and so I need to go and have 40 winks and lie down for a bit. So what I've done, I've asked my twin brother if he'll play this song for you and explain a few of the things. Anyway, so I'm going to leave you for now. I'll say cheerio and pass you over to my twin brother. Cheerio. What, yeah? My twin, I Am Morrison, he asked me to play this song for him because he was going to go and have a lay down and get 40 winks. I think the truth is that this guitar's a bit too big for him. He always was a bit of a wimp. Anyway, there's one thing you won't catch me doing, is looking over there at notes. So, let's have a go at the song. Here we go. My old man said follow the van. There. Now, I suppose he wants me to explain to you a few of the reasons why I made this video, really. And this is to help people who've got very small hands like me and short fingers, and I'll explain all about that on the next video. But look, I chose this song because, or he chose this song because, I nearly slipped up there. He chose this song because it's got a few little things in chords that I've had to sort of learn and pick my way around, so I'm just going to pass a few tips on to you for this song. And first of all, a lady said to me about she was having trouble with one certain chord, that's the C chord. I'm just going to say to her, because I did promise that when I could make another video I'd explain. Well look, that's a diagram of a C chord. Now the main thing is that it's a chord that everybody has to learn, and I hope from that diagram you can see where it is. One of the things I would say, if you've got short fingers, the most difficult thing is to try and get your fingers to hover above the strings or as vertical as you can. So if you keep your hand, because your hand's short and you can't reach notes so well, you get a dull sound. So the only way is to keep trying to practice by pushing your wrist right under, and if you've got a short arm that doesn't help, push your wrist right under so that you can get a cleaner chord. That's on the C chord. D7, straightforward. G7, now G7 is actually one of the most difficult chords for me, I find, because of short fingers. The reason being, you've got a real big stretch here, but sometimes it's very difficult to reach that because you've really got to push your hand push your wrist underneath. So that's one to work on. There's another way of playing it, but that's even worse for a beginner, because that's a bar chord. Now E7, it's quite an easy one. That one's only two strings, if I can see what I'm doing. And sometimes you can add the second string, the third fret. Gives it a bit more body. A minor is okay, D is okay, G7 is okay, G. G is a lovely chord, and there's quite a lot of variations. So like G, C, D, C, D7, G, C, A. Now this is a good one, A. The chord of A is 3 strings together. So you've got the sorry, I can't see what I'm doing. You play the second string and the third string and the fourth string all in the second fret. Now I know you probably can't see too well, but most people I think play it with the first 3 fingers. So you just put those 3 fingers straight down on those 3 strings. Like that. But there's several ways to play it. I play it with the last 3 fingers, and I also play it with 1 finger. Now that takes a bit of practice, because you've got to press 3 strings down but to leave the first string open. So you go, so I'm not pressing the first string at all. I'm pressing the next one, the next one and the next one, but not the first. That takes a bit of... Anyway, I'll do more on all of these as I go on. Not today, but in another video. So A is one to look at. There's 3 or 4 different ways. There's another way as well, but I'll probably need to do some diagrams to show you. Then you've got D minor, which is... that's not too difficult. G, C, G7, C. So there's a few little tips I've added to this video, but you'll appreciate it. I really, my brother, sorry, not me, my brother, he will need to show you these a few times and to get my videos back on, you know, working again on my videos. So I myself am not going to get it right. And one of the reasons, apart from ill health, which I've had a bit of, I'm afraid, apart from that, I'm not very good with technology, and I haven't been able to. The only way I've been able to shoot any videos in the past is on a Chromebook, which is not really made for this. And now I bought a camera, and it's taken me a long time just to learn how to switch it on. Anyway, I hope you can get a bit out of that, but give me a bit more time and I'll come up with better ways of showing them. I've just started to do a bit of editing on this. This video is probably my second go at editing, and so I'm going to make a lot of mistakes with that. But without editing, I can't get a decent video. So what I'm going to do now, I'll say thank you, and I think he's just waking up. So what I'll do now, I'll go and have a cup of tea, and he can take over. So I'll say cheerio, and pass you back to I Am Morrison. Cheerio. Well, hello again. I hope my twin brother didn't bore you too much. I do wish he'd practice a bit more though. Anyway, I'm just going to finish off this video now. First of all, I'll just say, do you actually, or did you guess what this might be? Well, in my next video I'll show you some of the difficulties and the ideas I've come up with to try and solve the problem of my short fingers. And I've always wanted to play fingerstyle, but many people seem to play between 2 methods. One is having all fingers loose over the strings, and one propped onto the fretboard, like onto the guitar like this. Now if I put my little finger down on there, I can't play because it's just not long enough. So I stuck this on there with double-sided tape as a trial to put my finger, my little finger, my pinky rests on it so that I can finger pick. Now I'm not saying I'm any good yet, because I haven't thought, it wasn't long ago I thought of it. Anyway, so I'm going to wrap this up now. I'm sorry for a pretty pathetic video to get me back on making videos again, but I made a start, and I will be showing another one as soon as I can. Thanks very much. I am Morrison. If you've got fan mail, send it to me. I am Morrison. If you haven't got any fan mail, send it to my twin brother. Okay, whatever you got, any complaints. Cheerio. What a pathetic video. Cheerio.